What's up YouTube, it's your main man AV Hero back again with another video, and today we have to talk about your boy Damian Lillard and his amazing game-winning three-pointer versus Oklahoma City Thunder to send them home. Alright, so I'm sure by now, man, all of you have seen this clip before. Damian Lillard with like 13 seconds brings the ball up the court, stares down Paul George, who thinks that he's about to stop him from going to the rim, and Damian Lillard says, "No, you forgot they call me Logo Lillard." And with 0 seconds left on the clock, splash and cash from the outside, winning the game, sending Oklahoma City Thunder home. And it was an amazing play. I've heard folks say that this was probably one of the best like buzzer beater shots of all times. Like the fact that he shot it from that far back, when I seen it, I was screaming. I was, oh, it had me emotional, you know what I'm saying? But what I would say is that while the shot was amazing, man, and it was everything that I love about NBA basketball, what moved me the most was the post-game press conference where he talked about some things around this shot. It really just spoke to like what it is to be an athlete and a competitor, and like why I love the game of basketball, why I love sports in general, but how I feel like that translates off the court into real life. Let's check him out.
Damian, Kerry Eggers, Portland Tribune. Describe what the feeling was like when that ball went through the basket at the end of the game for you.
It was a great feeling. You know, when it left my hands, it felt good. I felt good about it, and the last 5 or 6 minutes of the game, I just kept telling myself, like, for us to get this game, we was gonna have to really dig, you know, to come out on top. So. The fact that I kept telling myself that, and then we came out on top and the shot went in, I was like, man, it really happened. You know, we really dug and poured it out. So it was a great feeling.
Now, to me, what I hear him talking about is speaking that thing into existence. And now, a lot of us, man, we don't realize how powerful the tongue is, and being able to say that and being able to be the master of your own emotions and your thoughts. And you could hear him say, damn, after it went in, I was like, yo, I was really thinking this the whole time. And I feel like it's great to see him have that aha moment of the power that is like within himself and in his mind, right? To be able to say, this is what I was thinking, man. I was really just trying to tell myself, all we got to do is stay close, grind it out, and we're gonna have a shot at the end, and we're gonna pull this thing out. And then to do it, it just shows you, when you have those type of occurrences a few times in life, you just begin to think that you can damn near speak anything into existence. And we've seen that over the past couple of years. We've seen a lot of people put some stuff into action that most folks would have said that's impossible. But just having the power and the mindset to know that, like, I'm just gonna will it into existence, but also through action. Let's listen.
Dwight James, NBC Sports Northwest. At what point, you got the ball in your hands that whole last possession, at what point did you decide, I'm going to shoot from out here, or you didn't want to drive or whatever? How does that decision come about?
I didn't want to put it in the referee's hands, you know, where if there was contact and maybe they get away with contact, or I end up having to take a tougher shot because there is, you know, contact and they don't want to decide the game. So I was standing there looking at the rim, and I was like, this is a comfortable range. My trainer, Phil Beckner, we was working out the other night in OKC, and he was just like, just take a few deep ones, you know, off the dribble. Let's shoot a few deep ones. And he was like, I'm telling you, you're going to hit one of these. He just kept saying, you're going to hit one of these. And when I was standing there, I was like, I'm going to shoot it. You know, he was a little bit off of me, and I was like, it's enough space for me to just raise up and shoot it for game. And at the last second, he stepped towards me a little bit, and I was like, okay, I'm just going to pound, dribble, side step, and raise up, you know. And I just had to let it fly, you know, shoot the ball high in the air to give it a chance, and you know, that's what I did.
First, he's talking about controlling the things that you can control, right? I didn't want to drive in and give control of the game to the referees. I wanted to keep my space. But then I also hear him say, you know, the other night, my trainer was talking about taking this shot. So what they say about luck a lot of times, they say luck is preparation meeting opportunity. So we see earlier he's talking about, I'm telling myself I'm going to will this to happen, right? Then you get in that moment and he says, look, he's sagging off me a little bit. I don't want to go in here. So you start to see preparation meeting the opportunity, step to the side, cash and splash. Dame Lillard.
Is it hard to find the energy to shoot a ball from that far?
Not really. I think a lot of times those situations are handled way before the time comes. In the summer, I think when you truly prepare yourself and you put yourself through those types of things with training and conditioning and things like that, when you cheat yourself, you fail in those moments. You know, you crash. And when you really put the time in, and whether people see it or whether people know it or not, you know, it always come to light. And I didn't even know I was going to play that many minutes. You know, the first half, coach just didn't take me out. Then I played the whole third, and it was just on the fly. He just decided to do it randomly, and I was prepared for it because of the way I approached my stuff in the summer.
He asked him a question about him having the ability to have the endurance to take that shot at the end of the game. We already talked about speaking that thing into existence, and we talked about what people call luck, preparation meeting opportunity. Here's another example of that. He's saying that I didn't have the legs because of some miraculous wind or Gatorade that I was drinking tonight. I had it from the work that I was putting in over the summer. It's April right now. So you see, it's not some shit that he just said, this the playoffs, I'm about to flick a switch and I'm about to be ready now, I'm gonna get my head right. This is something that he's been preparing to be able to take advantage of since the summer. He's giving y'all a free game, folks. Take it and apply it.
Casey Holdahl, Trailblazers.com. Damian, you guys talked about after the last game about just keeping it to yourselves, not talking to anybody else. It looked like after you hit that shot, you waved to the Oklahoma City bench. Could you just describe that moment and just kind of the emotion, what you were thinking at that point?
I mean, the series was over. You know, that was it. And I was just waving goodbye to him. And I think after game 3, you know, Dennis Schroeder was out there pointing to his wrist. They was out there doing all these celebrations and doing all this stuff, and we kept our composure. And after one win, that was what they decided to do. And we was just like, okay, what we want to do is win 4 games. And then when we win those 4 games, it's not going to be nothing to talk about. So that's what that was.
That right there is just some of the hardest shit ever. The series was over, and I was just waving goodbye to him. It's time for y'all to go home. To me, this is just saying to you all, man, let your actions speak louder than words, right? We talk about it having a moment of speaking that thing into an existence, how powerful your tongue is, how powerful your mind is, right? Letting preparation meet opportunity, letting your actions prepare you for these moments. And he's saying now, let the actions speak louder than words. There's these other moments where they wanted to talk, these other moments where we could have got into a verbal dispute and we could have said, hey, you know, I've been training since the summer. Actually, man, I've been really thinking we were going to win this whole game. I've been studying tape. I was with my trainer the other night, and okay, you could do all of that talking, man, or you can just put action on the court. And once it's over, you ain't even got to talk then. All you do is say goodbye. It's time to go home. She made me happy the hero. I'm out. Peace.